So I'm going to show you guys in this tutorial video how to change the appearance of your assembly, and I'm going to use the assembly we created earlier in the other tutorial video of the cylinders and the boxes. So basically, when you create an appearance for an assembly, you want to make sure that if you're going to change the appearance of every single component, that this assembly all the components in the assembly are activated by checking this button here. And so you can actually change the individual faces of an assembly or even a model by right-clicking on the face and clicking Appearance, and then the Appearance menu shows up here. So let's say I want to make this top face here. Let's say I just want to make it like a glass, like a clear glass color. So I can go ahead and drag the clear glass on top of the box, and I click OK, or I hit Enter rather. And as you can see now, the top is glass and you can see through it, but the walls are not glass, so you can't see through them. So that's a cool little feature. You can do that essentially for each and every single component. So I am gonna go ahead and do that for this face here. So I think I would like the way that looks. So go ahead and hit glass clear, and I'm going to minimize this and hit Enter. And that's also glass, so we can see through to the bottom of this box here. I really like the way that looks. You can also change this face, a circular face, a cylindrical face rather, right here. So if I right click that face, I can go ahead and click Appearance, and let's say I want to make that like I'm going to minimize glass, and I want to make that more of a chrome type color. So I'm going to go ahead and grab chrome and drag it across, and now that is a chrome color. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. You can also change the colors, just like we did last time. Let's say we want to change the appearance of this thing. We go ahead and right click it. We want to change the color of the chrome. I right click chrome and I click edit, and let's see, I think I would like a more of like a yellow type chrome for whatever reason. I can go ahead and click done, and now we have a yellow type chrome with a glass ceiling right here. So that's one way you can change the appearances. You can also activate individual components and change them one at a time if you just want to focus on just one and not mess up the others. So let's say I want to focus on this component here. I'm going to go ahead and activate that component. And let's say I want to change the appearance of the whole component. Basically, let's just say I want to make it wood. For whatever reason, I think wood will look cool. So I'm going to change it to like a bamboo light. And yeah, the message here appears, remove appearances applied to faces, because if you remember, we applied a glass appearance to this face right here. So now it'll remove it, or you can keep it if you want. So we can go ahead and click Keep and hit Enter, and you'll see that it still keeps the glass face, but it makes the entire component wood, and it shows all the way to the bottom, which is really cool. And we can also just play around with the other components if we want to change those individually. But basically, those are the basics of how to change the appearance of a model. And of course, the same rules apply. We can capture the image and save it. We can change the scene settings and the lighting to make it look more appealing. And if you go back into your model menu and look at it, it also kind of looks kind of cool in that menu. Not as realistic, but it's kind of interesting just to see a little bit of a different perspective of what you just made from the render menu. So that's how you do it.